Alright guys, good morning, welcome back again to the channel. I hope you're doing well. So we have one extra reason to be happy this morning, and it's obviously because we won that game against Ghana yesterday, our eternal rivals. We got that all-important victory to put ourselves in the final, where we will play Jamaica, who defeated Trinidad and Tobago the previous day. So this is really big. It's really big, even though it's a friendly competition. It's very big for our confidence, as I said before, for the FIFA rankings, and for preparation of the squad ahead of the all important World Cup qualifying series coming up in September. So a lot to take away from this game, but also I think that we have one or two issues, where the coach needs to kind of work on to make the team even better. But there are a few things that I observed in this match, and I'm just going to start with the one that impressed me the most. Cyriel Dessers is a man that I think should be getting a lot of look-ins, from good direction. I think we should start taking this man very seriously, because he's all about the business. He means business whenever he comes around to represent the team. He has shown that he is the kind of player that has the quality to deliver, to score the goals, to deliver, whenever he makes appearances for us. So he showed up yesterday again, scored a very important goal for us to put us 1-0 ahead of Ghana. I think it was just in the 14th minute. By the way, a very good crossing from the home base, Super Eagles player, Sadiq Ismail. That crossing was a top-notch, world-class crossing. There are only few people that I've seen that can manufacture that kind of crosses, and it's in the EPL. The likes of Rhys James and Trent Arnold. Those are the guys that I know they have that quality, and now we are seeing it in this young man, delivering the goods, providing the assists, making that overlap runs, and trying to create chances, for the attackers to try and get the goal. So for me, it was all around a very good feeling, seeing the way that Cyriel Dessers took his opportunity and performed on the night. By the way, this man, the stats shows that this man has the potential to be very prolific, to score a lot of goals for us. He's only played 7 games, started in 4 of the 7 games, and scored three goals, which is very fantastic. Out of seven games that you've played, you scored three goals. It's really promising. We can't exactly say the same for some of our other strikers. For example, Victor Boniface, who has played, I think, the last 10-11 games and hasn't scored a goal. But this man is looking like the perfect pairing for Victor Osimhen. But let me know what you think about Cyriel Dessers' performance, and if you think he should be getting call-ups consistently. Because for me, I think this man should be getting call-ups. The way he plays, the way he positions himself in the box, which as a matter of fact was the reason why he got that first goal. That crossing was we simultaneous. Sadiq just wanted to put the ball in the box and hope that he finds his teammates. But Cyriel Dessers had to position really well to receive that ball and chest it down and then strike the ball into the net. It was very sharp at it. He did all of these things in 2 or 3 seconds before anyone could realize the ball's in the back of the net. So this man is really sharp. He knows how to link up with his players. He knows how to make the runs. He knows how to position. Knows how to score goals. And I think this man should be getting this call up. Let me leave that and also react to something else that I noticed, and it's the fact that the Super Eagles home base players, they actually did very well yesterday. All of the guys that were given shots to play, Ismail, Sadiq, Alimu, and we have this one other guy, Papa Daniel. These guys were fantastic in the first half. We saw how they contributed well. Sadiq really good in defending and also overlapping, making those runs. We saw Alimu also trying to help our attacking area, by creating chances and things like that. And then in the midfield area, we saw how Papa Daniel was able to mount in front of Wilfred Ndidi and Frank Onyeka, and really bring energy into that that midfield position. It was really good to see. So this kind of performance from our home based players is not only, you know, good in the sense that it's going to pave way for they themselves to actually perform, because obviously Coach Chelle will be impressed and he would want to call them back into the squad, you know, for future games. But to also do the Nigerian NPFL league and the, you know, potential players there, to do them a big favor, because now they know that okay, they can step into the occasion and then perform as well. Plus these guys showing that they also can perform with international players, you know, has kind of opened the gates or opened the door for, you know, coach to start looking into these players in the NPFL and, you know, promoting them into the Super Eagles. And the next thing I wanted to talk about is, you know, the fact that, you know, we saw Igor Ogu make his debut finally for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. You know, he was later subbed in the second half, and I think that's some really big achievements for him. We know that he's been called up a couple of times, you know, in the past, but he didn't make that debut. Yesterday was finally the day that we saw him make the debut, and to be honest, I think he had a really decent appearance. And the man that we all, you know, were anticipating his debut, that's Felix Agu. He didn't make that debut, but I mean, they still have a couple of games to play. They have Jamaica in final, which by the way comes up on Sunday, and then they have Russia on the, I think, on the 6th of June. So there's still lots of opportunity for him to feature and make his all important debut. But generally, I'm just so happy seeing that, you know, we have these players who have shown their qualities in different positions. Sadiq is a top-notch player, shown his quality. It means that right now we can not only just be depending on Ola Aina, you know, but we can also depend on players like Sadiq Ismail from the NPFL League, which is really fantastic. And then Felix Agu is also a proven, player with quality. We've seen that in Werder Bremen, but it's also a different ballgame when it comes to playing for the Super Eagles. So we'll just keep our fingers crossed and expect him to make his debut and put up a really strong show to give us some hopes that he can actually bring quality into the team. And so to wrap it up, there are a few things that I think we should work on, at least two things. One is the fact that our defensive area is still kind of uncertain right now. We are still conceding some type of goals that are not really necessary. The goal that Ghana scored in the, I think, 60 something minutes was a huge let up, you know, in our defending. So I think the coach is still going to need to put more extra effort in trying to create a balanced defensive style, not just creating it with familiar faces, Ekong, Ajayi, I know, and maybe Nyemechi, but also creating a strategy that can help anybody that comes into that back line to really perform. It doesn't necessarily have to be the players, but the system itself, the defensive system, should be something that anyone can come right into and slot in and be able to, you know, produce a masterclass defending and prevent us conceding all of these kinds of easy, cheap goals that, you know, we concede. And the last thing that I noticed that we didn't do well is obviously relaxing after we scored 2 goals. I think that has always been, you know, one of the biggest issues with the Super Eagles. Anytime they score a goal, they feel like more just relax. We don't try. Moku relax more. So that's exactly what they did. Scored that goal and then kind of went back and started defending. And we all know that with the Super Eagles of Nigeria, they are not good at defending. They are not good at relaxing back and trying to defend the opponent's attacking play. It doesn't work. It almost doesn't work for us. We don't know how to defend goals. So instead of relaxing, I think the coach should make these guys to consistently play in an attacking style and, you know, consistently be active in the game. You know, be more aggressive. Whenever you lose the ball, you try to mark and reclaim the ball immediately. No room for you to go back and try to maybe defend because you have one goal or something like that. That's a very lazy way to play football. But all in all, I was very, very pleased with the squad. The display from the boys yesterday. Again, they're going to the final on Sunday against Jamaica, and it's also going to be an interesting game to watch. Jamaica are also a really good side. We saw how they played against Trinidad and Tobago, so it's going to also be a match that Super Eagles will need to step up and really bring in quality for them to win that Unity Cup trophy.